we started the process, it wasn't my vision. It was a community's vision. That if we're going to preserve land outside of the city, we should be willing to accept more density in the city. And the other part of the concept was that successful downtowns, one of the hallmarks of those is that people live in the downtown area. If you have a downtown without residents, you tend to get a very busy office period, if you're lucky, in the daytime, and then folks leave. And you can see that in many cities. I can remember downtown in 1970, in 1975. It is 4 or 5 times as lively as it was then. I mean, there were nights, weeknights on a Tuesday or a Wednesday when you could have bowled on Main Street right down the sidewalk and not hit anybody. And it's so different now, and it's so much fun to be in Ann Arbor. And I think that young folks have recognized that. You know, I hope folks will be able to open up their vision a little bit and recognize, well, there's a new generation that's going to live here. We're going to be passing on, and we should be welcoming those folks to have their say.
When I came to DDA in the mid-90s, this place looked really seedy, and I know people look back at the time as like the heyday, but I remember it looking dirty, looking seedy, everything was broken. Gradually over time, with investment, with a commitment to goals such as walkability, we've built the kind of downtown that functions, looks good, all of that. But it's overlapping with this changing economic condition where everybody wants to be here, so the rents are escalating. The times have changed where it looks better, but then it's also a struggle for many people to live in our community. Much of the construction has been based around the enrollment growth at the university. And the university has built a few beds, but most of that residential demand has to be met by the private sector, which is why we're seeing so much construction aimed at that enrollment growth. The challenge to all of us who are living in our town is pressure on the residential stock. If there had not been units built next to school, next to campus, what would the rents be like if those had not been built? We could never have even had that conversation in '03 because nobody would have guessed the university enrollment might have grown.
It makes me really happy that we built this new housing because the university is going to continue to grow no matter what. And I don't know where those folks would be. I think for a long time the city was, Ann Arbor was held in this limbo. Are we going to be this relatively small Midwestern college town, or are we going to be a city? And I think, and you know, it's pretty profound. And I think maybe it struck some people in the wrong way. We made a decision with a whole lot of input that we're going to be a city, and so that sort of changed things. It was a big change for people to get used to.